Hi, it's Mike Del Signore, Boston OUI attorney. In today's video, I want to talk about what happens if you're in an accident. Case is going to be heard in one of the Boston municipal courts, South Boston, Dorchester, BMC Central, East Boston. So when you're in an accident, it doesn't mean you can't win the case. It just means that we're going to have to explain the basis why you got into the accident. So accidents happen for many reasons. Sometimes you might have taken your eye off the road. Could be the weather conditions. The weather's been particularly bad lately with snow, icy conditions. Could be you were on your phone. So when you're in an accident, we want to explain the accident and try to suggest other reasons other than alcohol. Now, in some cases, we're not going to have a great explanation, but any explanation is helpful. We don't need to rule out every possible reason. We just need to rule out, establish reasonable doubt. So once there's an accident, we want to focus on the positive aspects of the case. If we're going to take this case to trial, we want to emphasize your field sobriety test, that you were polite, cooperative, respectful. We're looking for what is our best evidence. Whenever I do an OUI trial, I'm trying to find out what's my best point. If it's the driving, we go with that. But when there's an accident, it's gonna usually be something else, like the fact that you were cooperative, respectful, you've remained at the scene, you didn't act like somebody who was trying to hide something. You agreed to field sobriety tests, and you substantially performed them. When you're in an accident, it could be that the injury is going to prevent you from doing as well as you would have on the field sobriety test. So when you read the report, don't be alarmed if they're saying you were unsteady on your feet. That's understandable. There was just an accident. But in many cases, you did pretty well on these tests. A lot of times I can get an officer at trial to admit you basically performed these tests well. You substantially performed them. So when you read the report, if there's little things like stepped off the line, missed heel to toe, put your foot down, when I go over that with you, I may be able to explain to you, when I cross-examine that officer, the officer is going to acknowledge that you did many things right, and we're going to use that as part of your defense, and that's going to be the strength of our case, and it's not going to hurt you as you may think from reading the police report. So feel free to give me a call. I can explain the license consequences. If there was an accident and you went to the hospital, there may be what's called an immediate threat suspension. An immediate threat suspension takes you off the road until the case is resolved. So you have to file a petition with the Board of Appeals to get your license back. So I can help you. I've helped people for years in Boston and courts throughout Massachusetts deal with an OUI accident. Call, text anytime, 781-686-5924. My name's Mike Del Signore, here to help you when you're in an accident and charged with OUI.